Hey guys, my name is Tito. I make videos on personal finance on my other channel. On this channel, I talk about other things like today, and I'll be reviewing the new Nollywood film on YouTube, Diary of a Virgin Boy. Now, this film is written and directed by Abiodun Odu, and you can find it on Take One TV Niger. And it's a rom-com, and about this young virgin boy called David in his 20s, and he makes this declaration to his roommates or his flatmates that he wants to lose his virginity by or before his next birthday.
Guys, I want to lose my virginity.
It so happens that there's a young lady in his building that he's attracted to, Rachel, and I think the film is basically about, this will they or won't they type of thing. And the star of the film is Heaven's Obule. You guys may remember him from Skinny Girl in Transit. He's the chap that used to get up to no good with Wosilat on that series. He plays David. He's, I think, a graphic designer. And I think in the film, he says he's a virgin because of his upbringing, right? He was just brought up in a certain type of way. So it's not as if he really had these serious convictions, at least not to my estimation anyway. But that's the reason why he's a virgin. And on a night out, he tells his flatmates and the other people there, when he's dared to do something, that he's actually a virgin. His love interest is Ifeoluwa Ogunjebe. She plays Rachel. And so, like I said, she's the girl in the building. And what I liked about this film, let's start there, is that it had a very youthful feel to it. This film is really targeted at people in that, I think, Gen Z age bracket and people in their 20s, right? It's colorful, it's vibrant, the humor is the kind of humor that appeals to people in that age bracket. And yeah, that youthful feel is definitely there. The cinematography too isn't bad. It's nothing like, there's nothing extraordinary about the cinematography, but visually the film is quite clean, especially for a YouTube movie. Now, what I didn't like about this film is that they missed a great opportunity to address a very hot topic, which is virginity or celibacy or abstinence, right? Because there are lots of people in the world today of different age brackets who are living this life of purity or waiting till marriage or, are virgins. It's a dynamic spectrum, right? Because there are people who've never done it before, who've never had sex. And there are also people who may have had sex but are waiting maybe for marriage or are more discerning about sex and whatnot. So it's a spectrum, right, of different types of people. And I think this film kind of missed the opportunity to address those people and the topics surrounding their life choice. Okay, because rather than facing why the main character David has chosen to be a virgin and the different intricacies and dynamics that come with that, they focus a bit more, or a whole lot more rather, on the relationship between David and Rachel. So hence why I say it felt like a bit of a wasted opportunity. Another thing that I didn't like is the fact that this film, it missed an opportunity as well to capture a particular audience or a niche market, which is the people I mentioned earlier, people who are either waiting for marriage or choosing not to have sex for one reason or the other. If this film really addressed the issues around abstinence, like, self-pleasure, adult content, faith, if it really went deep into those things, I feel like people in that niche would have connected a whole lot more with this film, and they would have really carried this film on their head and told, lots of people about it. But this film, I don't feel did that. Those are the two main things I did not like about the film. There was one more thing I didn't like about the film. So, the word diary is in the title of the film, and when you have a romantic comedy or a drama with the word diary in the film, I think naturally you expect there to be internal monologues from the main character, where the character is like introspective and we hear the character's thoughts. And as the character kind of like documents their thoughts and feelings throughout the film, that word diary sort of connotes that, but that didn't happen. I can't recall monologues, internal monologues especially in that regard in this film. So, in conclusion, because we don't need to stretch this out too long, in conclusion, it's a decent film. It's a good film for who it's for, which is, I guess, a broad young audience. But I don't think it's for, like, how do I say this in a gentle way? I don't think it's for people like me who tend to nitpick because of what I do and because I'm such a fan of film. I really put films under the magnifying glass. So yeah, because I'm a bit picky when it comes to movies. I don't think this film is for someone like me. I think it's like an easy watch, a popcorn film, a film you can just have in the background, a film you can just enjoy generally, rather than it trying to address societal issues. Yes, yes, yes. So I think if you're like a young person and you just want an easy watch, right? I think this film will be right up your alley. But I do encourage you to at least give it a try. It is on YouTube. It's quite fresh. Check it out if you're into that type of thing. Or even if you're not into that type of thing, check it out to see if it's worth your time or if it's something that you'll enjoy. And let me know your thoughts. It's not too long either. I think it's just like 90 minutes. So please do check it out. Like I said, it's right here on YouTube. Guys, if you enjoyed this review, please do me a favor and like it by clicking on the like button just underneath the video, and subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the black subscribe button. On this channel, I don't just do Nollywood movie reviews. Sometimes I talk about other things. To check out some of the other things that I've done, you can click the card in the corner of the screen. If you've seen Diary of a Virgin Boy, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.